Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? This right here is the 2023 Toyota Prius, and we're gonna give you guys an outside walk around, an inside tour, and I'm gonna show you guys why this thing is finally worth it. All right, so starting with the outside design, they obviously knocked it out of the park. There's not really many people who don't like the design of this new Prius, and there's a couple reasons for it, guys. They changed it a lot. So this right here has their new hammerhead shark design. So you kind of see the front there, that body paneling right there. Looks like the front of a hammerhead shark. And I like that because of how well it integrates these LED headlights. It got like a C shape and they cut in really close and really nicely into that headlight module, as well as just the surrounding body paneling. You go back a little bit, you do have a vent right there that's functional, not intrusive, really is not meant to stand out. And then right below that is another vent. But guys, the design is really sleek. You get this nice like silver paneling around that trim, and then a little trim goes down there by your fog lights. To give you guys context, this right here is the limited trim, and this one has all-wheel drive. So we're gonna see a little bit of uniqueness because of that. But let's go around to the side here where we'll see the 19-inch wheels. First time Toyota's ever put 19-inch wheels on a Toyota Prius. These ones look good. They fill the wheel arch nice. You can get 17 inch wheels on the lower trims. And that's how you're gonna get your top of the line 57 miles per gallon estimated by Toyota at this point. But one thing you'll notice is this overall silhouette, guys. It's got basically like a straight line going from the hood up to the windshield, and then it just curves around that body panel. So they lowered it and they brought it back, that curve basically. And it's interesting. It makes it look very sleek. It's literally just one panel here, and if you go around the back, it just tapers off. And then down here, you have this nice little line, cuts in right under here. It's a really sharp line, and it goes all the way up as well. So it makes the side look normal, but also makes it look aggressive and somewhat sporty, to be honest. So you do have one door handle here, which is, you touch it. The key's inside, so we're not gonna trip about that. But there's an all-wheel drive badge right there. And there is no door handle in the back. It's tucked in. It's not a conventional door handle. And it's a little button, so you just press it and it pops the door open. But let's say, because it's an electric button, if there is a fail-safe, this little thing right here is a button. There's a mechanical button. You press it down and it opens the door for you. So depending on how you like to rock, if you're all mechanical, you just gotta stick to this. But if you're, with the times, you just press the button and it pulls it out. But it keeps the back end looking really sleek, and I'm sure improves efficiency to some degree. It would be cool if they kind of integrated something similar to the front, but these are gonna be used a lot more. So it's actually kind of nice they just kept it simple. Going on the back, they pointed out actually a little Easter egg here. It says Prius on the rear of this wheel well, or wheel arch. And then, yeah, so a lot of Easter eggs around here. Well, I'll try to point out as many as I can. Going around the back, this is the limited. You'll notice because it says LTD right there. It's got their new hybrid electric vehicle badging, this new little blue badge. And then Prius lettering in the back. And you have the light bar. And then two cameras. One's a rear view for the camera, and then one is a reverse, and then one's for that rear view mirror, which is a part of that limited package, which we'll show you on the inside. But overall, the back does look really nice. Third brake light sits above. There's only one glass panel back here versus the old Priuses, which had one here and then one down there for visibility. This one just has one. If you look closely at the heating element, you'll see it says Prius. It's a nice little touch, not gonna lie. It's how they integrated it into the heating element it's pretty cool. It shows they're just putting a little extra effort into it. But let's open this up right here. It's power liftgate standard. I have my equipment in here. On the right panel right here for the taillight, you'll see hybrid reborn. They have that throughout the vehicle, those little that little messaging. And there's a decent amount of room. You can fold this thing up, take it out, fold the seats flat, get a good amount of room, like Priuses should because they're a hatchback. And then space saver, no full or just repair kit, and this little compartment here for storing stuff. Keep in mind, guys, this is a pre-production model, so not everything's final. But yeah, you can close it, press of a button, brings the whole tailgate down. And yeah, overall, I like the design. I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. There's another Easter egg under here. So I'll open up for you guys real quick. Give me a second. Pop this open, press the button, and it says Prius right there. So yeah, let's open the hood and talk about performance. So we'll just pop this here. All right, so let's talk about the powertrain, guys. Under the hood is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine making net with the electric motors 196 horsepower because this is the all-wheel drive. So to give you guys an idea there, the front wheel drive will have slightly less, I believe, horsepower, and that is just because of the tuning. But yeah, this one is the all-wheel drive, so it has 196. The last Prius had like 120 horsepower, so we're looking at like nearly a 70 horsepower jump, which is significant. And the torque comes on really nicely because of the improved motors. So the estimated MPG on this specific model is 49 in the city, 50 in the highway, and 49 combined. This isn't that 57 MPG car that they're talking about, like as far as the highlights go. You would need to get a front wheel drive, and then you would need to get the 17-inch wheels to get to that number. So just keep that in mind, guys. But this is what it looks like under the hood. Very simple, very clean. But check out that oil, 0W16. That's basically like water. But yeah, let's close the hood here. And real quick, it says Hybrid Reborn Prius right here. So that's another Easter egg we found real quick. But yeah, let's close this thing up and hop inside. Okay, so inside the all-new Prius. Actually, let's look at the door panel real quick. You do have, your door switches, all auto up and auto down, child lock, lock, unlock. It's nice material. This is the limited trim, so you expect it to be nice. JBL sound system. You'll see the tweeters actually right up there. And heating element, heated steering wheel, auto high beam. Controls are over here, odometer over there. But let me show you guys where things get interesting. Where things get really different is just the rest of the screens, as well as the steering wheel. So let's power this thing on. And it's gonna have me at my seating position. I'm gonna back it up just to give you guys a better view of everything and kind of take it all in. So as you guys can see, you have what is like a BZ4X setup in here. So the steering wheel is similar to that. It is a very small steering wheel. That's one thing you notice. The inside of the steering wheel is very filled. It's not like a normal steering wheel where it's kind of smaller inside. You have these full control panel inside with all these buttons, volume, controls, voice command, menu navigation, back, call, cruise control here, and then your modes. But the way this is meant to be set up is you're not supposed to look through the center of the wheel. It's a very narrow gap. This wheel, I think, is supposed to be set up so that it's a little bit lower, and this screen is so high up and far back that it's supposed to kind of replicate a heads-up display or be a hybrid between a heads-up display and a digital gauge cluster. And I think I like it because of how I like to set up the steering wheel, how I like to sit. It gives me a really good view. Some people have had trouble with that, so definitely check it out if you guys are trying to get a feel for that. This has all you need as far as, a regular gauge cluster display, MPG, speed, and then your cruise control settings and information as well. Moving on to this 12.3-inch touchscreen, right? So let's close this down here, narrow it in for you guys. This has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, both wireless. It also has Toyota's new infotainment system, which is honestly really great. Very intuitive, very easy to use. It's uniform across the entire lineup. So I like the screen. It's a very good resolution, really good color. Really good colors, I think, come out of this. And yeah, I'm using Apple CarPlay kind of 99% of the time. That works good. You see the little Prius, you see that right up here. Let me focus on that for you guys. So it says Prius down there. Volume knob's on the right-hand side. So if you're the driver, just use the steering wheel. If you're the passenger, you can use the volume knob. So it's an interesting position. I was expecting to be here. They put it onto the right. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. If we go on up, you'll have this digital rear view mirror, which is that second camera we showed you guys on top of the reverse. So if I go into reverse here, that'll pop up. And it's a 360 surround view camera, guys. So I'll show you guys that more in a little bit. But yeah, you can turn that on, turn that off if you don't like it. And this is your view out back because you have that one glass panel. That's what it looks like. Going up here, these are all touch capacitive. They're not physical buttons. So you just tap on it. Opens left-hand side, the whole thing, or just the right-hand side. You can toggle that. And then your door right here, if the door is open or closed. You do have a fixed glass roof, one shade in the front, a separate shade in the back, because this is a glass roof. So it's cool they broke it up so you can individually control that for the people in the front versus people in the back. I actually like that. And then the center bar is just in the way. It's not a full panoramic glass roof. But yeah, sun visor is pretty standard stuff. Toyota doesn't really get too fancy with those. Going down here, you have your AC controls. This is not a dual zone system. It is a single zone AC system. Heated and ventilated seats. And then you have your temp controls, your fan controls, circulation air, and then both, you know, on the passenger and driver side are heated and ventilated seats. Going down here, you do have 2 USB ports, one for data, one for charging. Conventional 12-volt outlet. If you don't have USB-C, you can get this little adapter. So you can kind of, you know, use your old tech. Yeah, so this one's gone full USB-C. This compartment here is where you're gonna chuck things most of the time, right? If you lift it up, you see right here is what they like to call a hashtag hidden compartment. So it is a hidden compartment. You can completely get rid of this if you want, use it to hide stuff, or just not use it at all. Right below that are 2 cup holders, well sized with the fingers to kind of put your drinks in it. I don't know if it'll fit a big gulp, to be honest with you guys, but you can try that. On the side here is your wireless charger. They're saying it's you get these fingers which hold it in place. You can power it off if you don't like the light showing that it's on, but it should automatically turn on when you slide a phone in. And if you look right there, it says wireless charger, in case you weren't sure what this thing is. So yeah, I guess there's that. You do have the iconic, you know, what Toyota uses in a lot of hybridized or new vehicles is the shifter, park, all that good stuff. Your drive mode selector here, and you have 4 drive modes: custom, sport, normal, and eco. We're gonna be in normal. I've been in normal most of the time, but we'll show you guys how this thing drives in a bit. Traction control off, EV mode. Oh, this thing's not focusing. EV mode, hold, and your parking brake. And then a center console, right? You have wires in here. This is what the new key looks like. You guys are wondering, just new Toyota Prius key. USB-C ports in there, 2 more. And yeah, let's show you guys these 2 buttons. This right here is your 360 surround view, which Toyotas have. It'll give you a 360 pan around the car. That's nice, that's great. It just kind of, you know, takes advantage of the 360 cameras. But this button right here is that advanced park, which is available on the limited trim. I'll show you guys how it works on the Toyota Crown if that video is not already up, but it is really good. Definitely recommend trying it out. As far as the seats, these are the nice soft techs, so kind of like a faux leather, perforated leather seats. They've extended the seat bottoms to reduce they reduce fatigue. They've actually improved the foam inside here. This one has a nice little like trim that goes around. They are very comfortable. Well designed. They know people are going to be banging out commutes in these, honestly, so they definitely put a lot of effort into making sure it reduces the pain points and fatigue on longer trips. You do see this light bar here. It's part of ambient lighting. This does have it. It also has, you know, if someone in front of you is going forward and you're not paying attention, this will flash to say, hey, like, get off your phone and focus on the road you're driving here. So that's a good feature that this thing has. But yeah, as far as the front goes, that is mostly everything. Let's hop in the back seats here and get a feeling for those. All right, so hopping in the back, I moved my seat a little bit forward. You do get a good amount of room back here, so I'm not going to be the best judge of that regardless, but a decent amount of room, a lot of headroom. Even though that swept roof line, it's pulled up towards the back end, so you do get better headroom back here. There's a little bit of a hump, but that's to kind of secure that the railing system for the sunroof. But that's what it looks like in the back. Really nice view up here, honestly. But these seats are also really supportive as well. Same Softex material. You do have no mat pocket, no seat back pocket here, but one here. They should have put one here on the limited trim, to be honest with you guys. But perforated seats. You do have your cup holder, nice and soft. Pop that in the back. 1 single stage heated seats, and then 2 more USB ports. If you guys are keeping track at home, that's 6 USB ports for 5 passengers. So no one's got to fight for a USB port, which is nice. Let's actually hook this thing up to a mount and drive it around for a little bit and talk about it, because I'm sure you guys want to see that. All right. To be honest, if you guys don't want to waste your time watching the rest of this video, I'll give you the like quick and dirty. This car definitely feels more powerful. It is a lot more comfortable and composed, and yeah, it is just better than the old Prius, so that's it. But if you guys want to stick around and watch the rest of the video and get on a drive with me, stay tuned. So we're gonna put this thing into drive here. I have my seating position set up, pretty comfortable. Steering wheel feels smaller. I think it makes you feel like it's more nimble, kind of like what they did on the Mazda Miata, but yeah, let's get rolling here. The man, I've driven older Prii, right? And the biggest thing that I feel like just made that car not as usable as far as the hybrid system is the electric motor didn't really get you up to speed enough for it to really matter day to day. Like the engine kicks on really quickly because the motor doesn't have enough to really get you going at high enough speed for that engine to really make sense for it to take over. I feel like this one has a more powerful electric motor. It actually lets you use it for you can accelerate like normal people would on roads, not being that, like, you know, Prius driver that everyone kind of hates. And it would really just let you, what's it called? This car really just lets you kind of drive like a normal car, get up to speed like a normal car, like you normally would. You don't have to be feathering and worry about the engine kicking in, right? And still use that electric motor because it's more powerful. So biggest improvement, I think, as far as city driving goes, that's the case with this new powertrain. Because the windshield is so raked, your visibility, it's different. You have a very, very far dash. The dash doesn't end until at least, like, you know, full like another arm length. At least for me, like I'm putting my hand here, like it's literally at least another arm length until it touches the edge of the dash. So that is interesting. This right here, I mean, the more you drive it, you look up, you're not really looking, you gotta look to the side to see it. So that's just because of the shape of this car. So I feel like people in the back will really enjoy the sunroof more than the people in the front. So yeah, aside from that, the nice thing is ergonomically this car just feels very well sorted. Your arms are nice and leveled. You put your hands or elbows on both gear. There's padding. Arm falls nicely onto the gear selector. Your drive mode selector, we're in normal right now. Pure EV, all that stuff's right here if you want to fiddle with it. And then if you need anything on your steering wheel, there's controls, a bazillion of them. That's technically accurate, so just fact check me on it. Watch. But yeah, screen's great. You hook up Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you're set. And then you have your rear view. You don't need this. This is an extra part of that limited package. You don't need it. You don't even need all-wheel drive for a lot of people that are really trying to target, you know, commuting, getting the best efficiency. But the fact that it's available across all trims is a big deal, and it's nice to see. And the other aspect is just this doesn't feel like they, at least in the limited trim, you don't feel like they kind of like really made this car as lightweight as possible. It has a heft to it. It rides with level of composure, let's call it, for the you know, technical tree driving feel. No, it drives a certain level of composure. It's just like, I hate saying this stuff. It sounds so like corny, but like it is comfortable. It's a whole new architecture. It's more rigid. It's part of the reason why they have this crossbeam is to make this whole frame more rigid. So then there's a bump. Oh, didn't really beat me up there, but yeah. The reason I say it's more worth it at the end, guys, is because this is a Prius you're not paying for and getting something that's ultimately gonna have a stigma behind it. I mean, it has a stigma, but like the new Priuses are gonna be accepted by, I feel like, everyone. No one's gonna see the new Prius and be like, you know, judge you type vibe, you know? They're gonna be like, this guy just wants a Prius and he just wants the best hybrid that's currently available. Because while there are a bunch of other hybridized vehicles in Toyota, other car companies' lineups, it's not like you're gonna need an excuse to get in this car. Oh, I got it because the MPG. Other cars are gonna have better MPG relative to their non-hybrid counterparts. So it looks good, so it's now socially acceptable, which is a nice thing. And the price, this thing starts at around $27,000 if I recall correctly. And the Priuses were already like in between, like, you know, Toyota Corolla, above Toyota Corolla, around Camry level prices, and then up from there, but not as big as the Toyota Camry, right? So I feel like unless you really want the Corolla hybrid, get the Prius. Pricing's gonna be different, of course, but the Prius, oh, see that front cross traffic? We saw that. That's pretty cool because we have traffic coming here. Yeah, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. It is it's really good. Let me slow down here. But what was I saying? I think you're getting a much superior hybrid system. This is their latest hybrid system, and I don't know if they're gonna make this big of a leap kind of going forward. We haven't seen this big of a leap in their hybrid systems in quite some time. They've been making iterative improvements. They have gone better, but this was a big leap. So the next iteration won't be as significant. So if you do want to jump into the, you know, full-on hybrid lifestyle, one, Toyota's the best company to do it. They've been doing hybrids before everyone. This is called Prius because before this, prior to this, Prius is, I think that's what it means in English. It's prior to this, there wasn't a mainstream hybrid vehicle. So to be able to, you know, go to a dealership, hopefully eventually when these things actually come to, like, you know, in high quantities to dealerships, hopefully, go into a dealership and buy one, and you're getting exactly what you paid for, and it's going to last you a long time. Their warranties on these are insane. On all, like, hybrids, Toyota's been, like, up into like 100,000 miles or something crazy like that. And I mean, it's because they've proven the test of time. They can put that warranty, not even trip about it. So enough ranting from me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop any questions in the comment section if you guys want to learn more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.